There you go. Yeah. Yeah. One more. You got it. Yeah. All you. There you go. Good work.
There's the man I was looking for. Good work out, kid. How we doing, Cap? It is just Cap, right?
Yeah, you got it right. All good here, Coach Dub.
Good stuff, kid. You've been building a lot of trust in a short amount of time. Keep it up.
Well, on that note, possible to get some extra reps in this week.
Of course. What are you trying to get better at? All right, good. Let's get out there.
Let's get it.
On the set.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and our focus is on George Pickens. He's coming off an all-timer of a week, over 300 yards receiving. It's the Steelers and the Raiders on Sunday night primetime.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson, flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
That good for 22 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Man open is Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Off the play fake. Gibson flushed out right. Stays on his feet. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Gibson escaping the pressure right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw. Gibson. He'll buy some time right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
He had the touchdown run on the previous drive, his 5th on the year, and they start here with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll roll him out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rolling to his right. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. How about that? Their quarterback. 59 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. He, remember, had that long dynamic touchdown run the last time they had the ball. We'll see what he can do to try to top that here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
He's had quite the game running the football. Last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. We'll see what they can do here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson, flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. George Pickens, 48 yards. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson, flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He'll buy some time right. And they work this out past the 25. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well.
And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Philly and Tampa at 7:15, followed by the Super Bowl rematch from a couple of years ago. The Rams and Bengals from
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that field vision, athleticism that we've seen throughout this game? It's been nothing short of elite.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You've got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And Robinson, the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defensive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Las Vegas' pass rush was one of the weakest in the league last season, but don't tell that to Crosby. He earned Defensive Player of the Year votes with 12.5 sacks, nearly half of his team's total.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They shakes him off. They'll roll him out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Max Crosby, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it.
Yo, we trending right now?
Gotta be, bro. We rolling now, boys.